Welcome, story lovers, to a tale from the deep blue sea. Down in the colorful coral reef town of Bubbleburg lived a very nervous sea turtle named Shelly. Shelly hated surprises more than anything. On the other hand, her friend Zippy, a super hyperactive clownfish, absolutely adored practical jokes. You can probably see where this is going. One sunny afternoon, while zipping around, Zippy discovered something amazing. A giant, bouncy sea jelly. This wasn't just any jellyfish. It was extra elastic and known to bounce anyone who landed on it super high. Zippy's eyes lit up. Perfect prank material, he thought. So, he swam over to Shelly with a brilliant and totally fake idea. He invited her to a seaweed picking competition. Shelly, being the polite turtle she was, grabbed her little basket and happily followed him. Zippy led her to a patch of coral where the giant sea jelly sat quietly on the sandy bottom, looking like a big, squishy cushion. "The best seaweed is just over there," he said, pointing. As soon as Shelly took one slow step onto the jelly, bowing, she was launched high into the water. She somersaulted over a whole school of surprised fish, zoomed past a curious octopus, and landed right inside a giant clam's open shell. The clam snapped shut and pop, shot her out like a cork, sending her sailing right back onto the jelly for another big bounce. All the reef creatures gasped, then started cheering. Even the cranky old crab, Grandpa Claw, clicked his claws with delight. Dizzy and spinning, Shelly finally landed softly on the sand. She shook her head, and a determined look appeared on her face. It was time for a little revenge. She spotted Zippy hiding behind a coral, trying to hold back his giggles. Shelly tiptoed over very, very slowly. Of course, and with a flick of her flipper, she sent a slippery sea cucumber flying right at him. Zippy slipped on it and slid directly onto the same bouncy jelly. Bowing off he went, cartwheeling through a forest of kelp, bumping into a passing seahorse, and bouncing off a clam before plunging, dazed, into a big, soft pile of sea sponge. Shelly drifted over, playfully brushing some extra seaweed onto Zippy's head. She declared with a proud smile, "Next time you trick me, I'll let the whole reef decide your fate." Zippy, covered in sea sponge and smiling sheepishly, raised a fin truce. No more bounce pranks. For today, anyway. They both burst out laughing, and the entire reef echoed with their giggles. Thanks for joining our underwater adventure today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next one. See you next time.